Welcome to the Powerful Komiksman podcast. This is the Powerful Komiksman, Jerald Dorado, and we are continuing with 40 Life Wisdoms at 40. This is a series that I'm doing right now for my 40th birthday. Okay, so I'm sharing 40 life lessons that I hold on to and believe with a passion in my 40 years of existence here on planet Earth. Okay, so we are at number 4, but first, this podcast is brought to you by Miucha Lux Cakes. Check out at hello.miucha on Instagram and Facebook. That's at HELLO.MIUCCIA. And Mucha Lux Cakes is our little pastry shop online. So you can order cakes, cookies, donuts, and all of these are vegan. Okay, but I'm telling you, they are the best cookies. Vegan or non-vegan, no matter what. But you gotta try it for yourself to 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 find out if what I'm saying is true. But just check it out at hello.miucha at HELLO.MIUCCIA. Okay, so let's go back to our 40 life wisdoms at 40. Again, we are at number 4. And if you're watching on YouTube, because this podcast is available on YouTube and Facebook as well, and also on Spotify and other podcast platforms. On YouTube, you will see the video version. You will see a photo of PewDiePie, and the title, "Why Not You?" Okay, so actually the number 4 entry for the 40 life wisdoms is somebody's bound to do it. It might as well be you. Diba? So that is the life wisdom. Somebody's got to do it anyway. Might as well be you. So actually that is the mindset that I used when I started the podcast. Okay, that was in maybe 2017, and back then actually very few. The Filipino podcast scene was almost non-existent. Podcasting was not a thing yet. There were some podcasts na matagal na. The earliest I found was, I think, 2011 or 2013, mga ganon. Definitely a lot of creators, well, a few lang, not a lot, were creating podcast content. But although you can argue that some of the vloggers were podcasting as well, but the content creators that's really intending to create podcasts, as in podcast, were really few back then. Much more video podcasts and live video podcasts. Okay, so I cannot claim being the first video podcasts or podcast in the Philippines. I'm gonna need a few more what you call this, a few more, what's the word, a few more, oh, I forgot the word, man, I'm lost. Modifiers. Okay, parang I'm gonna need more adjectives. So I think I am the first live live streamed live studio, multi-camera video podcast in the Philippines. I think I can lay claim on that. And that was back in June 2018. But I digress. Let's go back to why. Basta it's like I said, my mindset back then, because when I started, hindi naman talaga ako hindi naman talaga ako podcaster. Hindi naman talaga ako radio personality. Wala akong background in multimedia. Wala akong background sa broadcasting. I was just a podcast fan. I was just a Joe Rogan Experience listener and some other podcasts as well. And it's it was really nerve-wracking, and it was a scary proposition noong ini-entertain ko na, alam mo yun, hindi talaga ako ganun eh. Hindi man ako podcaster. I'm used to singing. I was a singer for a band for some years then. But talking and expressing ideas verbally, recorded, live, is an entirely different beast. And to me, it is scary kasi ano yan eh, you are exposing yourself for you're laying out your cards. Papakita mo, this is what I think, and you will be susceptible for criticisms, diba? You're gonna be parang vulnerable ka for people na walang magawa, na gusto kong ipahiya. Pwede ang ganun eh. If you're not careful, you might say something stupid, and in this day and age, the consequences for that is quite dire, diba? Malupit. So, one, I would need to parang prepare myself for that in case that happens. But then again, I thought podcasting or creating content like this is really important, kasi from what I observed back then and even until now, ang daming mga sabaw content on YouTube, Facebook, lahat ng social media meron. Kokonti pa lang yung mga may kabuluhan na meron kang matututunan and mind stimulating. Yun yung actually madali yung yung may matututunan ka na parang magbabasa ka ng facts. It's different from what I'm doing, because what I'm doing is I am saying commentaries. I'm discussing ideas. Diba? It's different from just parang alam nyo ba na, let's say, ang buwan, ang ilaw ng buwan ay mga 1 segundo ang tinatagal para mabiyahe. Ang tinatagal ng biyahe para gumarating sa Earth. Parang ganun. It's not it's just stating a factual statement. It's not walang insight, 'di ba, kumbaga. So I can discuss history as it is, but not basically what I'm saying is parang ang content ko is insight, and it could be shut down and more susceptible for criticism. Okay? Kasi sa akin yung galing yun. But then again, I thought maganda. Well, kasama na rin dyan na it is a dream of mine to do it. Na parang gusto kong gayahin si Joe Rogan. Ganun, bakit ba? Gusto kong gayahin si Joe Rogan eh. Diba? And I think I have the aptitude. I think I have the guts. Although nakakatakot. And ito yung naisip ko, parang somebody else is gonna do it. Okay? And might as well be me, 'di ba? Or I might as well be one of them, 'di ba? If somebody else already did what you wanted to do, 'di ba? And then might as well you as well, 'di ba? Right now, madami na ring podcast sa Pilipinas na based sa popularity ni Joe Rogan. Madami na nakilalang fellow podcasters na heavily inspired din yung content nila by Joe's podcast. And that's fine, 'di ba? And I'm sure it's in a way, I'm sure natakot din sila, and especially yung mga mas bago, 'di ba? But this mindset is yung parang the mindset na nawala tuloy. Somebody's bound to do it. Might as well be you. Or why not you? 'Di ba? You can apply this in any kind of aspirations that you have. Okay? Kasi the point of this is parang when I was when I was still thinking about doing the podcast, I was questioning myself if I am worthy, 'di ba? If I am qualified para gawin 'yun. Sino ba ako? Bakit ako papakinggan ng mga tao? Ano bang special sa mga thoughts ko, 'di ba? Anong dahilan kung bakit makikinig ang mga tao sa akin? Basically you're questioning your I'm trying to be precise with my words. Okay, so you're trying to question your self-worth in a way, your eligibility, that if you are good enough, if you are worthy, and these thoughts can bring you doubt. Even though, as you can see, I've been doing this for 2.5 years. Okay, so 2.5 years ba? O 3 years na? 2.5 years lang yata. Anyway, so kung ganun, eventually nakaya ko din. That is my point. So even if I doubted myself, if I did not think na parang why not me? 'Di ba? If somebody's gonna do it, might as well be me. The same thing, I think I haven't realized it, pero nangyari rin yan sa akin when I joined the band, and the first time I performed in front of a crowd. That is a very, 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 very vivid memory that I still have right now. Na nung unang-una akong nag-perform sa band sa school, kasama yung banda ko nung high school. Alam mo yun, alam mo yun, the first line, bago ko makanta yung first line nung kanta, ano siya, para akong mamamatay, para akong hihimatayin sa kaba. Kumbaga parang, siguro namumula ako na, basta siguro halatang kabadong ako. But then again, yung kaibigan ko convinced me and made me believe na I was actually good enough to sing for the band. And even though naririnig ko naman ang sarili ko kasi kumakanta naman ako, feeling ko parang okay naman. Kinumpara ko yung boses ko dun sa dati nilang bokalista. feeling ko mas maganda naman yung boses ko, 'di ba? So kung yun yung kung siya pwede na, edi mas okay ako kasi mas maganda yung boses ko sa kanya, 'di ba? Parang ganun yung naisip ko. So, and then also what crossed my mind is if I say no, they're gonna move on and find someone else. And you know what? Parang curious din ako, gusto ko ring ma-experience na magkabanda. 'Di ba? So, if I'm gonna pass, then I might miss the boat entirely and regret it. So, I faced my fears and said, okay, somebody's gonna do it anyway. They're gonna find someone kasi gustong-gusto na lang magbanda. Eh di ako na lang, 'di ba? Sige, ako. Total. In-invite nyo ako eh. The same thing with me on podcasting. And the same thing with PewDiePie here. Kasi you'll never know if you're gonna... Kasi sa totoo lang, sino ba si PewDiePie? PewDiePie is the biggest YouTuber in the world with siguro nasa 100 million subscribers na si PewDiePie. I'm not sure. Teka, let's check. PewDiePie. Ayan, 108 million subscribers si PewDiePie. And he's just a regular guy. PewDiePie was just this guy. Diba? Hindi siya artista. He's fairly good looking, but he's not a matinee idol type of a man. Hindi siya katulad ni Brad Pitt, 'di ba? Hindi siya ganoon. He's not like Thor. He's a regular guy, 'di ba? He's actually a dorky guy. But he has his attributes for sure. He's funny. He has insight and he has a knack for what he does. Sa mga games and mga commentaries na patok sa mga audience niya. And I suppose he has the charisma. And that led him to become who he is right now. And so, and the same thing that goes para sa mga ibang creators, local or all over the world. Diba? Sa TikTok. Kumbaga, sino ba yung lalo na sa TikTok, makikita mo talaga, makikita mo mga tao na, mga creators sa TikTok na nasa probinsya, mga ganyan, na parang makikita mo yung napakasimple ng pamumuhay. Kasi sanay tayo sa mga celebrities. Mga katulad ni na Catherine Bernardo, ni na Pia Wurtzbach, sina Lisa Soberano, sina Daniel Padilla, mga ganyan. Sina Ann Curtis, mga sosyalin ng dating, malilinis, di ba? Tapos maayos manamit. Sa TikTok makakita mga nakapambahay lang, di ba? And then still, pag tinignan mo yung subscribers, 300K, 2.5 million, di ba? It's amazing. It's amazing. And so, kumbaga parang, bakit hindi? Bakit hindi? So this is actually an encouragement for people na do not think that you are not good enough. Do not think that you are unworthy. Do not think that because maybe some people will not like you. You will not be liked by everyone, but there will be people who would. And if there's one thing, nabasa ko sa isang sinulat dati ni Jerry Elangilan, one of my mentors, is you will find your audience. Diba? You will find your audience. And this also applies for, let's say, a job, for a dream job. Diba? Gusto mong maging ma-promote. Diba? Gusto mong ma-promote. Para mas maging okay ang buhay mo, gusto mo ma-promote. Parang isipin mo, parang hindi ako pwede ma-promote kasi mas magaling si ganyan, di ba? Why not you? You should ask yourself, bakit hindi? May mapopromote din naman eh. Eh di ikaw na lang. 'Diba? Kasi, and then, ang mangyayari sa'yo, kung wala kang ginawa, may inggit ka ngayon dun sa, dun sa na-promote. Eh, kung ikaw ang nag-apply for promotion, eh di sana ikaw ang na-promote, baka sakali, 'di ba? Kasi you can fail. It's not it's not easy to fail. It's sometimes some failures are harder than the others. May mga failures na okay lang, pero may mga failures na talagang didibin mo eh. Pero if kumbaga hindi mo malalaman eh, failure is also a closure. 'Di ba? Parang at least it's also knowing that you tried. And what's worse than failing is not knowing na kung maybe you could have succeeded. And so in any quest, in any aspiration, ask yourself, why not you? Kasi ano bang pinagkaiba namin ni PewDiePie? Parehas lang naman kayong normal guys eh, di ba? Or the same goes with you. And even the celebrities, kung hindi sila naging artista, let's say name any celebrity, kung hindi sila naging artista, then they're just regular people. We eat the same food, tapos we shit them afterwards, diba? We breathe the same air. There's no difference kahit sino pa yan. And the only difference kung bakit sila nasa position na nandun sila, no matter irregardless kung gusto mo sila o hindi, ang pinagkaiba nyo lang is they raise their hand when somebody ask, sinong gusto maging artista? Sabi nila, ako. Diba? They raise their hand. Okay, sige. Ikaw, try mo. O, diba? You're gonna audition, kung nakuha ka, eh di artista ka. Diba? If you do well, may box office hatak ka, eh di okay. Yung iba, wala. So, they get let go. Pero, hindi mangyayari yon if they did not volunteer themselves. And they did not think na, alam mo yun, why not them? Bakit hindi ako? Diba? Although there are some people who are more privileged than the others kasi meron silang mga connection, kunyari. Pero still, they will still need to volunteer themselves. Kasi you may have all the connections that you have, pero if you don't want to do the job, then you're not gonna get it. Diba? So, it is beginning. You need to start somewhere. I think we have another topic about starting later on. What else can I discuss about why not you? Well, I guess I'll just summarize. Basically the summary of this is, you might think that you are not worthy, but most likely other people thought the same way as you. Parang, but then they just went with it anyway. Kasi lahat ng tao nakakaramdam ng self-doubt. And if you're gonna let it prevail, then you're gonna be stuck watching at the sides, which is fine sometimes. Pero if your dream is to be somebody more, somebody with somebody to be in a better position, whether in work or in society, then you will have to make a move. Okay lang kung nasa sidelines ka as long as hindi ka bitter. 'Di ba? If you can live with that, then that's your decision. if that's what's gonna make you happy, if the limelight is not for you. But if you're gonna be bitter, then you will have to raise your hand and say, yeah, I'm up for it. Take me. I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it as best as I can. Okay, so that's it. That is number 4 of my 40 life wisdoms at 40. The others, there's 36 more coming up, and watch out for that. Subscribe to the Powerful Comicsman podcast. Um, Also, if you can rate, if you can share this episode, you can share this to a friend, somebody who needs to hear this. Um, if you want to listen to this again, do so. If you enjoy this, thank you very much, and I'll see you next time for number 5. Okay, that's it. Powerful Comics Man podcast.